speaking and teaching up at Harmony Grove also, and just a light. And we're so excited. She's going to be doing a spiritual message circle today too. Reverend Lopez was ordained at Harmony Grove Spiritual Association in 2007, whereby the nature of reality and the pool of realities we coexist with reveal themselves to her through connection in meditation and spirit photography. Many who have read the book have experienced the downloads, had wonderful experiences as the book energy imparts. ETS Energetic Transmission Sessions is the YouTube channel that Reverend Lopez has, where she shares weekly messages and energy forecasts, channeled messages for the month. She also does ETS Zoom sessions, whereby she works with energy transmissions, where participants can experience relief from pain and open to new pathways in consciousness and expand their energy field to new heights. She loves the work of healing, being with her family, her spirit family, and everyone who shares the path. Let's welcome warmly, please, Reverend Donna Lopez.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Long time. It's really funny. My eyes have been rather dry, and I've been using eye drops, and so today I thought, you didn't put your eye drops in. I thought I'd be fine. Of course, then I started on my way to come here. What happens is I'll get like this fogginess, and I'm thinking they really don't want me to see what I'm supposed to talk about, because they've kind of been doing that to me every time I come here. They start just talking about other things. It's like, okay, and so I thought, well, whatever, Part of me, though, I really love how they bring in the information to share with you also. And they're starting to do it already here, so. Well, I guess I first want to talk about becoming a member. That's something that I decided last year, before the new year. That's why I contacted Deborah too, and I said, are you sure? Because I already, am a member. And she says, oh no, because they're doing the 2022 people. I go, oh, okay, all right, however that's working. So, what would make somebody want to join a church is what, that kept coming to me. Because she did send me this beautiful note saying that, we're going to be welcoming new members. And I've been to many different churches and spoke at many different churches. Every congregation is different. Their level of understanding, how much they integrate and work with their own spiritual self is very, it just speaks really loudly. So this church, when I first came here, I think I was probably 28 years old. I'm 67 now. And I think I came here for a reading. And what I didn't know is that my mother, who is now 91, was coming here and taking classes. Yeah, I never knew that.
Wow.
Yeah. And now my mom, she's pretty much wired for sound. She'll kill any watch that she's wearing. They spin out of control. And looking back now, I see why, when my brother passed, this was actually right before my brother passed. I was over there and with my daughter, and she had this flashlight shining on the garage door, the door to go out to the garage. She goes, look, can you see it? It's an angel. There's an angel on the door. Well, it definitely was an angel, because they were getting ready to let us know that he was getting ready to transition, which we didn't know that. But, so it's just interesting how this church, and even one of the pastors Reverend Margaret Stone became a very dear friend of mine. She used to come into my salon and get her hair done. I'd pick her up actually and bring her. And she had a sister, Ruth. And Ruth wasn't, she didn't want to be a minister. She didn't want to, I said, why don't you want to, do what your sister's doing? She said, because you got to be nice and I don't want to have to be nice. I thought, okay, well, that's straight up, And Margaret was rather passive, but I want to say with that too, there's a lot of wisdom that comes in that passivity. Meaning that, I guess sometimes you could say, well, maybe somebody would railroad her, run over her, things of that nature. So Ruth was her bodyguard. And Margaret works with me today. I continue to ask her to help me. She was a beautiful, wonderful medium. But what I think that she knew is that every battle wasn't hers to fight. Matter of fact, there weren't any battles that were hers to fight because the spirit world was watching over, protecting her and guiding her and taking care of things. And sometimes when people become aggressive or extra, let's say, agitated like that, it's just they're losing control. Or they're seeing that your light is shining brighter than theirs, and they don't know how to react to that. They don't know that you're welcomed into that light, that light is there for you. And that light is gained by many, many lessons, not punishments, but lessons. Learning how to navigate this world and how to incorporate that understanding into your being. That's how you build your auric field, and that's how people will feel and sense what you have developed within yourself. So then when I started coming back, I never really left. I would pop in here and there because it's so close to my house, it's convenient. And the church was kind of at a real quiet phase in its growth. And there was Rosalie and Rosary that were here. So here they had these two wonderful ministers. They were always here, along with maybe 3 or 4 other people. And I would come in and sit and, I really just enjoyed you two ladies because, Reverend Rosary was a healing minister at 42nd Street, and Reverend Rosie was the pastor at that church. And then along comes Deborah, and she starts coming. And so this was really cool. And Deborah was a pastor at 42nd Street as well. And I used to go, she was one of my favorites. I would go and hear her talk before I was a minister. And I just always loved her talks. They were always uplifting and bright and shiny. And, so I don't know where or when you had the idea to fill up this space more as a leader. As the leader that she already is and knows how to be. But what happened is that all of a sudden the vibration started to shift and change. And then people like Reverend Anthony started to come, and he's really a foundation for this church. Every Sunday he's the first one out here opening the doors, helping people, know where to come in, keeping us on time with healing, etc. You have to have all of those things. It takes a lot of work to do this. And it's wonderful, though, that support is here. And so the love was really filling me up. And I am getting older, and I don't necessarily, my home church is Harmony Grove, and it still is. But it's an association. So I am allowed to join another church. And so this was my choice. And it was because of the love of the congregation for each other that I really wanted to be a part of that. And also the convenience and things like that. So I don't know what your choices were for joining, but I'm sure you thought about it at length. And those of you that have been on the path for a while would know why you would want to choose this space to continue to grow and develop, especially with the wonderful classes that are being shared. So the talk they gave me today is called "The Dial is Being Turned Up." Satellites fill your airspace, but what fills you? And what are those satellites doing? They're actually putting out, they're broadcasting signals, right? So what are you listening to? Do you know what you're picking up and tuning into? You ever wake up and you're fine, and then all of a sudden you've got these angry thoughts coming in, you're like, what is that? Sometimes we think it's ours, it's not yours. You're picking up something. Somebody that you know or love is having that thought pattern, and you're picking it up sometimes. But what we'll do is we'll try to find where that fits in our awareness. Oh yeah, I must be angry at that. It's never yours. What are you attuning yourselves to? What do you watch? Who or what do you let occupy your space? Is it just space fillers? You know, there's some people that just can't sit in any kind of quietness. They need to have activity all the time. My mom's like that. She's got to go, go, go. And thank goodness that's why at 91 she's still moving really well. Things that help you understand that being within the cosmos, but not of the cosmos, might ground you. So we have that cosmos within us. We are a planetary system. This body is a planetary system. Things that help you understand that being within the cosmos, but not of the cosmos, might ground you. Let you be free. Help you understand that you alone are the tuner of the dial, the listener of all that is heavenly, perhaps. Don't allow your own lack of self-awareness to keep you from doing your best, to the best of your ability. So what are your abilities? Do you know? You know, sometimes there's the person that never says a word, that's always quiet. But they hear everything and they just sit and they're really comfortable with whatever, you know, they just are enjoying space. And I gotta say, with love, sometimes probably from listening a lot, they realize staying quiet is probably better. But then we have the others that are like, you know, really go, 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 and but they also are the ones that want to bring everybody together. Let's be happy and let's talk and what's going on with you. And they bring up the energies for everyone. We need those. So what are your abilities? Do you know? And do you care? Are you misunderstood? So that might be for the person that talks a lot and the one that is quiet. People make assumptions. Is the gate always swinging inward instead of outward, inviting you in? You know, sometimes we go and we try to be a part of something, but we're not connecting. It's not the right space. And that's right, it's just not the right space for you, because there are other people that are gathered that are also connecting to your energy that are going to help you and you're going to help them. And sometimes when it doesn't seem that you're fitting anywhere for a while, you need to fit in yourself. You need to incorporate and realize what you've learned, what you haven't learned, where you need to grow. Be with you. Water your garden. Total embrace of the total qualities that you allow to filter through your fine, refined instrument is useful. So this instrument, as you grow, you refine it. So it is very attuned. You know, you hear what isn't said. You see what people don't see with their physical eye. Noticing how your body sings with certain tones. Thank you, Sharon. Mm-hmm. How you resonate with certain patterns of those tones. How fun is that? Do you know we love to have fun, don't you? The spirit loves to have fun. There's spirit children that come around, they like to really cut up sometimes. They'll get you in giggle things that you just can't stop in the most inappropriate times. But you know, they don't disregard, because out of the mouths of babes comes really powerful truths. So if you've drawn a child from the spirit side of life that is a joy guide for you, they're there to uplift you, but they will really share with you very valuable, informative information on an as-needed basis, because you have to incorporate what it is you think you've learned. They just can't cram you full of a bunch of stuff and say, go out there and be brilliant. They have to see that what you've ingested, you have integrated into your energy and you are applying it. You know we love to have fun, don't you? We hope you still do, as we are about to turn the dial up on your lives, and the sights and sounds will gently rock you to your knees of knowing who you are, and what you are here to become. We kindly ask that you speak kinder thoughts to yourselves. As your little self, the small you inner child is listening to the right words, praises of how you did that. You ever give yourself credit for all the things you've gone through and what you've accomplished? I've had beautiful students. Diane right there is one of them. And, she's a real big way shower. She had lost her dad and really was there for him. And, just everybody's teaching you all the time. Phrases of how you did that. Wow, how wonderful you are for just being here, for joining all of us today. We love you all and want all of you to know how loved you are. Just look at the people you've surrounded yourself with, and that will give you a clue as to who you are. Giving off a scent is also a way we connect with many of you. That whiff of familiar perfume, that rose that isn't even in the room, that waterfall of love that is washing away all your worries and cares is always with you. We are in every moment, supporting, acknowledging, and seeing you ponder. We love the pondering, for it opens a window for new happenings, new ideas, treats in consciousness. Let's do more of that. How's about we meet with you at a certain time each day? It won't take long. Say a few minutes or more if you like. Just enough time to let you know you're not alone and that we are with you. Sharing sunshine, rain, fresh scents in the air, or perhaps that special treat you like to linger on. We're here for that and more. Start to skip your way into a new day. Like this will be fun. What will show up today? Who will I get to share myself with today? How might I be of help? How might I get to love someone or something more fully and say thank you for the honor of knowing you? So what is in your space that you haven't yet acknowledged as being there? Good, bad, indifferent, it's always wise to say hello. What are you here to share? Don't push those feelings away, talk to them. Are you mine? Is the very first one you should ask. Is this mine or is it someone else's? If it's someone else's, it'll leave. If it's someone else's, send it back with love. What insight might you bring my way? Don't be troubled by things out of reach, for we can rock that your way in a heartbeat. Don't be afraid to ask. For in asking, we are put to work. It's the details that are not needed. But we see clearly all that is necessary for a good outcome, not just for one, but for everyone. For each of you are linked by an invisible thread of light, and that light is stronger, with each one doing their part to make it so. Know you are not alone. Your worries, while sometimes long, may just be the very thing that jumpstarts that new idea, that friendship you've been lingering on to make. Everything is a stepping stone to new heights in consciousness. Turn those satellites in the direction of love for love's sake, in the direction of listening more fully to what isn't said, doing what isn't asked, and knowing another day of precious earth life is upon you all. We need you, humanity needs you. Do your part, for all is seen and accounted for. Each new breath of life brings in more hope, more joy, and more to feel good about it. Not just for you, but for everyone you encounter. For each of you are a clanging symbol of joyous sounds that reverberate truth, light, and the way for everyone just by being you. You are feeling yourself as you feel others into a new paradigm where what is external is not the truth of what is, internally forever the way, and becoming more obvious to all. For I am the light and the way. I am the light and the way. I make a difference. And you in my life make a difference. None of you are here alone. There are many souls seeking to know more and express more. Express more of what is useful to the planet and all beings on or off the planet, guided and directed by unseen forces. The forces with you all. Good day and good ways to every one of you. One feather in your team. Now he shares this little extra he's been doing. Becoming a beacon. Becoming a beacon of light is not the all, for the all is in the joy of being that beacon. That place where on high you stand and know you are that light. The whole one feather in your team. I also want to point out that Sharon, thank you so much for being here consistently to bring in this beautiful music. It's so healing, just really precious. Thank you.